Okay, all right. Greetings and welcome. This is Vibrational Guidance Over Truth, an Oracle and Tarot channel where we allow the subtle sensations or bold sensations within the body to confirm what is and is not in alignment with each message for us. I'm simply going to use myself as a conduit, as a messenger, as the middleman, and speak to my own life experiences and let you know things that I have experienced as it pertains to the energy of the cards that come out. Be very transparent, and please use your critical thinking skills. See where you do and do not align and what you would have done differently in those shoes. So let's get started. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, and I'm happy to be here. So I'm hearing start with Revealing the Truth Oracle deck. Some of you might need to have a truth revealed, or you're wanting the truth of a situation to be revealed to you. I definitely do know what that feels like. I'm hearing, don't say it like that, but say the truth. I have left a situation where information has come to light only in dream state initially. And in some ways through paperwork, and due to discovering these things, a lot of questions arose. And I'm only able to make the connections and connect the dots where I can. However, there's a realm of possibility that tends to say it is the truth, and I'm hearing take that one that way. Not that one is what I was told, but take that one that way. Guard is at the bottom, and guard just came out. Well, not the bottom when I split the deck. Guard was right here in the middle. Protect, escort, and teach. I am a teacher. So there's a huge connection here between each of the three readings. I know book was in the first reading, and then reader was in the second reading. So let's just see what comes out. All right. Spirit guides, ascended masters, thank you all so much for being here with me and guiding me. I appreciate and value so much your support. Please divine and guide through these messages. Again, spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors, allow what you want only to come through in this reading. Say what it is you have to say for me and for the collective that is choosing to watch this, and let us know what the truth is. I'm going to look for, I said look for, and I said that literally as I look down, and that's what the card on the table right here says, is look for. Another chance to go through. I said just go one more time through, and nothing came out, so that's it. All right, so the first two are single. So some of you, like myself, might be in a season of being single or not in a relationship, not entertaining conversations with someone. You don't have multiple people's phone numbers in your phone, or talking or flirting with them online. You are truly in a real season of being single, which means you're in a period of isolation by choice, on purpose. You are independent problem solvers is what I'm hearing. You're solving all the solutions. Don't we normally say solving all the problems? So you're solving situations and coming up with solutions in this independent state of mind due to this ability to be isolated from the distractions. And this person walking has headphones on, and I see this actually as a masculine, so maybe it's a masculine who is single also, who is, like the last word says here, alone. And though society can at times put negative twinges is what I actually heard on each of these terms, that, oh, isolating yourself is bad, you need to get out there, or you're so independent, how is anybody gonna seem like they can fit into your life? Or if you're always alone, you're not gonna present yourself in the narrative, in the opportunity, in the space to be able to be open and available for someone. Some of you might be hearing that, and that's not true whatsoever. When you are meant to meet that person, it could be at a gas station, in the grocery store, the courier who drops off your package, the repairman. It could be anyone, absolutely anyone, anywhere. When the time is, the time is. We have next, forgotten person. So for some of you in the energy 505, there's a forgotten person who is at the core of who you are, who knows the core of who you are, or you wonder if they know the core of who you are. And this forgotten person who you're wondering, like, who is this person that I've forgotten? Forgotten from past lifetimes, forgotten from this lifetime for whatever reason. This person is a person from your past. Don't take past as the present past, meaning this lifetime. It could be a person from your past lifetime here. So those deja vu moments, if you're someone who's tapping into this energy and you're connecting with some of this energy from this reading already, think past lifetime. If you have ever had a what they call deja vu moment, and I cannot tell you my connection with that word, but oh my gosh, there is a very strong connection with the word deja vu in me. If you've ever had one of those past lifetime flashback, I feel like I've experienced this moment before, or something about this moment seems familiar. We're talking about that type of energy with this person. An old friend, the old lover of your soul is where I'm hearing. There's a forgotten person who's coming in. Concerning the next energy here, we have gravity. So there's an attraction between you and this forgotten person, this core person from your past, this old friend. There's a magnetic field. Like I said, do not worry at all whatsoever about the pull and the draw and the attraction between you and this person and y'all not connecting. Oh, y'all will. There's a magnetic field. Again, magnets, positive and negative, attract, whether it be law of attraction type of attraction or law of resonance type of attraction. And do your research on the difference between those two. I've talked about them 707 in a past message, but I suggest you do your own research on the difference between those two. And then we have potential energy. So there's a lot of potential here. And it's honestly, I'm hearing it's on you. The ball's in your court as far as where this is going to go. But I like this. I like this a lot. Someone like myself is single. There's a forgotten person from a past lifetime who is coming back around. Gravity is pulling them down into your presence, into your energy, into your realm of awareness. And just looking at the three words at the bottom of each card and the connecting them, I'm hearing the connection that goes across is you're in a period of isolation and the core of you is feeling an attraction. This attraction is towards staying independent, but there's some part of your past that you have a magnetic field, like attraction connection to. And though you are alone, feeling this magnetic field, an old friend is going to stumble on by. It's going to come by you, and this old friend is the potential energy that you have been looking for, is in the core of who you are all along. All right? Speaking of which, we have next, look for. All right? So, investigation, explore, search. Some of you are looking for something. Maybe it's old money, maybe it's this forgotten person, just searching for them in your soul and your thoughts, searching for the ideal person that you want to be with, and looking for who you are and who you need to be and who you want to be by the time this person shows up in your life. Irregardless of that, you are investigating all aspects of this situation with your mind, with your heart, I'm hearing, and with your thoughts. This will happen in divine timing. So there is no such thing as the wrong time. Oh, this is just the wrong time in my life right now. I'm not ready. I haven't started working out yet. I haven't cleared up my skin. I haven't fixed my toenails. I haven't, bought the clothes to look presentable in. I don't have date clothes. I don't have a car. Like, there's no such thing as wrong timing. There's no such thing as the right timing. Oh, well, now is the right time. I have my degree. I've paid off all my debt. I've moved out of this particular state location. Like, no, all you're being told is just wait, baby. Just wait, okay? I want you to keep looking for in your mind all the tick boxes, realistically realizing what you need to be for receiving that energy. Just do all the looking for, the deep searching in your soul. And in divine timing, it won't be the wrong time. It will be the right time. Just wait, it's here. Because the next card is electronicization. And with this card, it says data, backup, and digital. And I'm connecting it immediately with gravity. It is the third card here. So you are electronically realizing every fiber of your being, which you are an electronic being. You resonate. You have a hum. You have a vibe to yourself. The data of who you are is attracting the data of your partnership, your connection. You are backing up what you desire with the magnetic field that you're putting out. You're making sure it's safe for this person to come in. You don't have any, I'm hearing calamity, no chaos, no confusion around you. You have noted, hey, have my family members driven away my significant other? Like when we have a barbecue or when we have a family get together in the past, and I bring my significant other over for dinner or over to an outing with my friends. If ever I've gotten up from the table to go to the bar, order more drinks, or go to the waiter and ask for another fork, or if I've gone to the bathroom, like have I ever come back and noticed the energy of my partner, my mate, has been off? That clearly indicates that something was said, something was done to them when I stepped away that would not have been done in my presence. So they're in a vulnerable place if I bring this new person back around, and they could check me on that. Do I need to pick up on some of those subtle signs and energies first ahead of time? That's a message for some of you out there. I'm not sure why that came through in this reading, but that specific visual came up. Like I'm seeing a restaurant and I'm seeing it's daytime, and maybe it's a celebration for a friend or a family member's birthday. And in particular, if it's a friend or a family member's birthday, there are friends and family members there. And it's like a long table and everybody's seated around. And seats are, of course, dubbed or taken by everybody else because they want to get to know, who's your new person. And I'm seeing a masculine here in this image. Masculine, this is a masculine figure-esque type of image. Masculine here in this look forward. And the person and their significant other have the seats pre-selected for them. Everybody else take their seats. They're like standing at the back because, of course, significant other is new. It's okay with meeting everyone, but ready to do it in a seated position, not a standing up position for whatever reason. And then y'all's two chairs are towards the middle of the table. So everybody is around y'all. And anytime the conversation from everybody else and whoever they're sitting next to that they're already familiar with goes hushed and goes quiet, and a question gets posed to your new person, I'm hearing gets posed to her, the whole table gets quiet and all eyes are on her to hear her response. And of course yours too, because you want to be respectful, not talking while she's talking. So you turn to her too to listen to her, and it honestly feels like all eyes are on her in the worst way. I heard not in a positive way, in the worst way. Like the eyes are scrutinizing, deteriorating her, like all that bad stuff. And you might not feel that energy coming at her because you know these people. And you hope and feel that they're good-hearted, goodwill, but they're not. They're not at all. So somebody needed that visual. And I'm also hearing digital. So be careful of your digital backups. Maybe it's your watch, maybe it's your timers, maybe it's your alarm clocks, but something can't be trusted with digital. And then we have at the bottom of the card, greed. And I heard and saw this before in the middle. I said in the middle, so that's what I was about to do. At the beginning, before I even knew what this last card was, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it here and read the energy as I see it. Maybe we'll do some clarifying with the Luna card because it is like full moon energy. But greed, it says laziness, obsession, cruelty, and stupidity. And this is the only card with 4 words at the bottom of them. All of the other 6 have 3 words. And so what I'm reading here is, and I'm just going to read the energy particularly as I see it. There is a masculine out here who is single. You're doing everything right, shawty. Go ahead, do your bad thing. Like, and by bad thing, I don't mean bad. I mean like you're doing a good job. There's a forgotten person in your heart, in your energy, in your vibes, in your aura, who gravity is going to bring them in. They're drawing them into you. There's a massive attraction, and it's going to be so real. They're who you've been looking for. You're investigating every part of your life, like how to get here, how do we meet. Like it's truly just divine timing. Everything was right and you waited, and everything you need to clear up in your mind. Like you've worked on the big things enough to the point where y'all are so much on the same page. It's like y'all were electronically, magnetic, brought in towards each other. And the data, all the research I'm hearing, the bring up of information, the backup of the actions to validate the emotions, the verbals, the words, it's all just doo 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 doo. I'm hearing doop 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 doop. That was actually the sound, like all digitally there. But then there's this last card. And what could ruin it is like that last scene scenario that I brought up. There is some greed in your energy, unbeknownst to you, sir. And I'm only saying sir because all of the energy here is masculine up until this last card, which has a feminine angel-esque energy. And there was an angel in the first reading. And I don't think there was an angel in the last reading, but there was an angel in the first reading. And this is the only one that validates that what's coming in for this masculine is a feminine energy. So he's single. He's got a forgotten person that's on his mind. Gravity is going to bring this person down to him. There's a serious attraction. It's a magnetic attraction. There's so much potential here. He's been looking for her, has got her. He's exploring her, exploring himself. He's searching out every part of this connection, and it's just right. It's just divine timing, and he waited, and he's so good, and he's so grateful. And she, this electronic match for him, that all her data backs up, her speaking again, backing up with her behaving, her, again, her family, her surroundings, or the lack thereof of the chaos in her life. It's just all like digitally and physically right. But what will come in between this season of his life and this season of his life is greed. And it might not be he greed, is what I heard. That don't make sense. It does not make sense at all. But I heard it might not be he greed, meaning his greed. It could be someone else's greed. The greed of a lonely former ex-counterpart that your friends and family wish you were with because they like the energy of that person more. They know them, have established a close semi-symbiotic relationship with them. I'm even thinking of how there are these creatures like barnacles that create this symbiotic relationship with other vessels, whether wanted or not wanted, like whales, big blue whales, or maybe other types of whales. But you got to be careful with this greed, sir. And I'm saying sir because, again, it's all masculine energy up to here, and this image is very vivid. We know the only person in history that it gets the most credit for this image of symbolically having like a crown on their head in a death pose. Sir, you can't be lazy with her. You can't have a lazy emotion, a lazy mind. Opposite of lazy is being vigilant. You got to be vigilant and be thinking ahead of time. When this forgotten person comes in and all of this timing and all of this attraction and all of this exploring has been done with y'all alone, and it's the first time that you're honoring her and taking her out, you've got to know that there is a protection about her that you are going to need to give, and you've got to be vigilant, not lazy about it. We also have here that people have an obsession with you. And excuse me, I'm needing to step away due to baking something and needing to take it out of the oven. Thank you so much for your patience. People are obsessed with you. People are in your energy, are obsessed with your energy. Friends and family, they really like you the way you are. I'm hearing the way that you were, and you've been changing. You've been going into that isolation. You've been alone a lot. So if you're coming out of this period of being alone, not craving their energy experience with them, but you've come back out with this other person, they want to know more about this. Like, why didn't you come out and come to us? And they're going to be cruel to this person, definitely behind your back. And they're going to be mean, and they're going to be heinous, and they're going to say little sly remarks and comments that you, sir, as a masculine, who we have stereotypically have been taught, like your intuition is not what the feminine intuition is. and your masculine sense of awareness, using your intuitive emotional cues, awareness and sense of yourself that you do have but might not be as practiced as feminines are, that cruelty is going to come through and cause this amazing forgotten person who is your attracted right time, got all cosmic electronic backup wavelengths, frequency. She is your forever thing. Take you out of single into forever. She's going to walk away from you. If she sees you sitting at a table with her and you can't pick up on these cues, she's not going to be able to feel protected from you. And you're going to feel so stupid because she's going to break it down to you. All things that might come up as what they call those, light bulb moments. Like, so that's what that means. And they've said that before. And it'll be a nice, long, heartfelt conversation. I can't really speak for her and who she is. Like, she's going to say, like, after this necessary conversation has, because if she's a real divine feminine, after she goes straight silent on you and you notice the distance and you're starting to wonder, like, hey, I thought we had a great time the other night. I haven't heard from you. You haven't been as communicative and text messages on the phone calls. Like, she's really processing. And when that conversation does come, hopefully face to face, and she lays it all out to you about everything that transpired at the table that she was hoping that you would have noticed or picked up on as cues and seen in at least a similar way to have come back and either, since you did not address in the moment, if you did not address it later on, you're going to feel very stupid. I hate that term, but very stupid, especially when you start saying things like, you know, so-and-so I dated or talked to in the past said something like that also. Or this person said that also. And they're going to hit you with the, so you've consistently been told this by other people that you've been in a relationship with in your past about this particular group of people or this person, and you didn't pick up on the consistency of that because why? Because that's your friend, it's your homeboy, it's your homegirl. And we can have a whole nother conversation on how I know there is no such thing as platonic relationships. There's no such thing as a masculine and a feminine being friends. No way in the world. I don't believe in it, will never believe in it. Because here's why, and I believe I've explained this before. Somebody in that relationship is always going to have more feelings than the other person, or both are always going to have had feelings for each other, but they never spoke on it. So for example, if I'm using these cards, and let me just use the ones that are here. And let's look at the bottom of the deck. When I split it, we have the 10 of Cups. So yeah, there's a lot of love and harmony coming in with this relationship. It's definitely there. I'm here and put it on top. I was going to put it on the bottom, put it on top. There's a lot of harmony there. And you got the 2 of Wands, but you got a decision to make right now while you're still in your single state. I'm here and take another card and don't wait. What's the other card? It's the 4 of Swords. There's going to be some controversy around this conversation. Controversy she's going to bring up that you're going to have a choice how you deal with it. And what is that choice going to be? You choosing to share and open up and be honest. 6 of Pentacles. Let's just pause right there. Let's pause right there and let me explain this. In my personal opinion, because that's what this channel is based upon, my personal opinion, my personal life experiences, I'm simply sharing and allowing myself to be a conduit for you to analyze, break down how you do and do not connect with the energy that I bring to you. But there's no such thing, and this is the only real feminine card we have out here, unless I were to try to find another one. There is no such thing as a feminine energy and a masculine energy ever being platonic friends, in my opinion. Past childhood, no. No, 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 no. Once you get to middle school, high school, no such thing. And here's why. Let's take the first scenario. She is going to have had, or does still have, closeted, unbeknownst to her, known to her 9 times out of 10. A desire for, mental connection to, just physical desire for, emotional desire for. She's always going to have had a crush on him. And she's going to keep it to herself, because what she's going to notice is by being his, or being there for girls who are in a guy group, for being his, I'm going to just keep it singular, female friend that he goes to when he needs the opinion of a feminine, and he doesn't want to go to his mother, and he doesn't want to go to his sister or to his aunt or whatever the other feminine figures are in his life, a sister. So that's three other types of women that he's skipping out on to come talk to you, to come talk to that her. And let's just break that down. He wants advice from his female friend, who is not his mother, who is not his aunt, that is not his grandmother, that is not his sister. And so you as that feminine, or that woman as that feminine in this feminine friend role, having that crush, knowing the value that when he really wants an honest answer for something and y'all have practiced enough conversation, he comes consistently to you. You don't want to ruin that, so you keep your true feelings shut up. And only when and if a drunk incident, a drinking, drunk texting shows up, he's single and you're thinking this is the time for you to, mingle your way into that position in his life. That's the only two times and scenarios where she's going to just up front and ruin, because that's what would happen. Because she's going to get cut completely off once she says how she truly feels about him, and he's never said a thing ever and has always been dating other people. She's going to keep her mouth shut until she feels like she has analyzed the absolute perfect moment, if that ever comes along. Or, if he continues to keep her as a feminine friend and gets to the point where he's constantly dating other people and constantly gets to the point where he dates other people and goes through his single seasons and never looks at her in any type of way of considering her in that light, and then marries someone else on the other side of all those seasons that she has seen him in, she is always going to do those check-ins, those pop-ins. She's going to build that wedge and try to, because she's always had these closeted feelings and is only there because she sees the value that he has consistently placed her in over his mother, his sister, his aunt, and his grandmother, and thinks that he's going to do the same thing with her too, with his wife. Real wife won't allow that. Now let's switch the roles up. Same thing with a guy. He's got a girl that is a friend. I'm just going to say girlfriend to keep it simple. That he loves and sees could be the love of his life. He loves everything about her mind, everything about her soul, her spirit, her energy, her truth, her calmness, everything about her demeanor. She is just electronically right on time for him and everything he wants in his life, and could even see for the future. He wants her so bad, is so also physically attracted to her that he's going to keep his mouth shut. Why? Because the same thing is going on over here. He's seeing her come to him like she would or could go to a father figure, an uncle figure, a brother figure, or a grandfather figure. She's bypassing all of those whenever she needs some type of advice, and it's coming to him. He doesn't want to lose that role, and consistently sees how often, same thing in the other situation, she comes to him. And so as a result, he keeps his motions to himself. Anytime he sees her single, he's wondering if this is his opportunity to shoot his shot. Should he send it as a drunk text message? Yada, yada, yada. Same scenarios as before. But if that does not come up, anytime she's in a down season between relationships and he doesn't see her look his way, he's wondering, is this my opportunity? Anytime she's married and going through a lull, he's always there, reminding her of the similarities between her husband and exes that she's dated, that she's talked to him about, trying to build that mental cord and web to put himself from being in that permanent position of the back burner to the front, where he's always wanted a desire to be. It's always the case. Someone always has had a closeted crush on the other person and will never admit to it sober. Will deny it like the fire in the sky. It's not real. The sky is not on fire. It's never been on fire. You can't ever see the sky on fire. Sorry. It's not a real thing. Neither is the grass. Grass can't catch fire too. Like they're going to start making stupid connections. But you know grass can catch fire. And we will see the sky on fire someday. They're going to find a way to have a chemical up there in the clouds, and you will damn near see some clouds on fire. I kid you not. But anyways, or there's a situation and a scenario where both of them like each other, but they keep it to themselves. Now, that's kind of the cutest one sometimes, because it'll potentially come out sooner rather than later. They will have sensed it, picked up on the energy, the magnetic field between each other. And the season will come where both of them potentially will be single. And that conversation will come up and they're to choose to give it a try or not. But I say this to say, there's no such thing, in my opinion, as grown adults with real adult sexual energy having a platonic relationship with a person of the opposite sex. It does not work. Somebody in that relationship, in that friendship, has feelings. Somebody wishes they could express their feelings. And in some turbulent, tumultuous excuse of blame it on the liquor circumstance, those feelings might and definitely do come up. And unbeknownst to them at the time, but definitely in the future, they will play a sabotaging role of who the forever permanent person is. There's no way getting out of this. Excuse me, y'all. I want to make sure I check on my baked goods. Yeah. Just want my baked goods to be really nice. I'm making a loaf of some bread. I think I can call this vegan bread. No butter and no eggs and almond milk, but banana nut. And I made like a nut spread thing, so I'm excited. But let's tap into this lunar tarot deck and see what cards of confirmation we have, and then we'll close this reading out. So we have 10 of Cups. Yes, Cups meaning water, emotions like Cancer, the crab in the water of the ocean. Yeah, this relationship with her, and I'm saying her because, again, if you're just now somehow skipping forward, this is masculine energy get into his divine feminine, his feminine energy. Not a past life, past old friend wannabe. No, this is the real stuff. And he is noting that the greed of others towards him and how cruel they've been to other people who are not her, who were practice runs for him to catch these traits and habits, and I would say character traits and personality traits up until this point. If he ain't caught it, he's going to catch it with her. Why? Because she's going to throw them swords. I'm hearing in his heart, but I wanted to say in his mind. She's going to throw 5 swords at him. And it's going to be controversial. Because then he's going to start thinking, well, I could have been in that relationship, or I really liked her body more than yours, or I really liked her mind more than yours, or, you know, all the things that never came up between him and those past women that they kept their mouth shut on, that she in the right, perfect energy, right, perfect timing, right timing that he has waited for after the single season is, you get that right thing. But if you get defensive with her and think that she's bringing up controversy towards your friends, towards your family, and is trying to take you into this period of isolation away from them, and that's not what she's doing. She's just setting light on the truth. Like, you're not going to have that harmony. You're going to miss out on your one good thing, and you don't get that again. You're just going to get, as I've heard in the tarot community, you're just going to get karmics from then on out. Not your cosmic divine partner, not the lover of your soul, not your divine feminine. You're going to get just other rundown versions of her that are walking around and carrying those wounds instead of working on acknowledging and addressing and moving past those wounds like she will be doing too, and expecting you to do as well. But sir, you have a decision with that 2 of Wands. You got a serious decision to make. Are you going to share openly and honestly with her? Matter of fact, remember, share actually came out in the single season. Are you sharing with yourself the honesty? Maybe you can do a little covert operations and come out of this independent isolation mode just a little bit, and just maybe even through text message, not saying face-to-face in person, but text some friends and family members and ask them what have they thought about each of the past people you've been with, and read through and sift through that energy for yourself on what they choose to say. Do you think that person was right for me? If you don't think they were right for me, tell me why. Do you think that person drew a wedge between our relationship? And don't respond to anything at all. Don't answer any of their questions. If they ask you why you want to know, just tell them, man, you know, I've been by myself alone and I need something to think about, and I'm not really up on, you know, seeing people face to face, but I want something else to think about, and maybe reflecting on my relationship with these people from your eyes, from your perspective, because, you know, boost their ego, stroke their ego a little bit. You know, I really value what it is you got to say. Play it cool. I just want to know what you thought. You know, speak to text it. It's okay if it comes out with typos, or text it to me, or send me in, you know, a voice audio message. But just tell me what you truly think about XYZ123, and baby, you will be surprised. And do it for everybody, but not all at the same time, of course, because they are going to be talking about you and have been talking about you, and the fact that all of them are going to talk about at the same time. Hey, did you get a text message from so-and-so asking for this? So I'd say go after the one you really want it from first, or the one you think is really going to give it to you. So these are the first set of cards that came out first. I'm just going to put them here. And then I'm going to do another run because I didn't ask for anything. Set your intention. So what is the intention for the cards that are going to come out for this part of the reading? Thank you so much. Show us what you want to show us for this part of the reading. What energy would you like to reveal? What would you like to say and share for whoever the divine masculine is? Because I feel like this is a divine masculine reading. Okay? All right. Thank you. I'm hearing get some truth. So what's the truth also? And we have here the star moving forward, creativity. So she really is, like, you are too, but she is the star. And she ain't going to accept anything less than that being acknowledged, known, and respected. Let's go ahead and see what these other cards are too. Yeah, you're looking for a reason to come out of hermit mode. She's going to be your reason to come out of hermit mode. It says spiritual enlightenment, but you're going to have to be ready to swallow that pill of these spiritual enlightenment things that she's going to bring to you. It's going to be controversial to you, but if you do your homework ahead of time, especially if you heed this message in time, if it comes across your plate or somebody shares it with you, it's really going to do a world of good for you. And I just mixed my cards up, interestingly, but I think they're all still on the upright, so I'm going to take them. Some are just forward and some are backwards, and that's all right. We have next up under this greed card, the Seven of Swords, so deception. Yeah, I can't make this up. Seven of Swords, deception. These people have been deceiving you. If you need to see it just to know I'm proving what I'm pulling out, here's the Hermit card, spiritual enlightenment. Yeah, your investigation and exploring yourself, what you're looking for, is hermit mode, spiritual enlightenment. So you can be ready when the right time comes. And any controversy that comes up, because do trust and will know it will be tested. Every new season comes with a test. I don't like it. I don't like to say it. I don't want to say it. I am not going to say new levels, new devils, because I don't believe in that. But I do believe and know, be and leave. Be in the right vibration and leave the wrong vibration. I do believe that there's going to be a test at the beginning. Yeah, this person is missing you. She misses you so much. And this is the first time ever I've done a splitting of the deck in any of the readings, and it has been a feminine energy. It says miss, wait, eager. She misses you. She's ready and will be so patient with you and thankful that you are patient with her. But let's look at this final card right here up under attraction. Yeah, I saw affairs and affairs come out. Yeah, some of you have an affair. Some third party energy with this past life, these friends. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't make this up. I don't do love readings at all, but this is definitely a love reading. This is probably my first real love reading. Lovers, commitment. Let's put this where it was. Let's see what happens when I go tap into these. Reading it all straight. You've made a decision to go into your season of being single, isolating, being independent, being alone. You feel like sometimes that you're a forgotten person, that the world, the energy, the esoteric vibrational wavelength and forces, your ancestors, your guides, ascended masters, all of them have forgotten about you, but they're just letting you know, we haven't forgotten about you. You've just forgotten about the core person from your past who is the old friend, who is the lover of your soul. Now we're here to let you know we're going to drop them in. Gravity is going to take hold of them. Boom. And there's going to be an attraction between you and this person. this magnetic field that you feel between you and them, this potential energy that you can have with them, like, because they are your lover, they're who you're supposed to make this commitment with. And they're who, right now, in this single season, with you sharing, honestly, like your pentacles, your finances, your resources on investing in yourself, maybe buying some journals and like writing in them and burning the pages as soon as you do. I know I'm in the habit of that because I do not trust anything left is not being read. Even if you're in a season of living by yourself, especially if you have a roommate, write it and burn it. Find a safe way to burn it. Get one of them things off of Amazon that they put the ashes in from the fireplace and put a little fire up in that sucker and burn it. Whatever's the safest way over a candle, burn it. But it's time for you to share how you truly feel and make decisions on how you're going to be with your person moving forward, because they are coming in. And this is only for people who are not in a relationship who this person is coming in. They are coming in. Gravity, this plane, they are coming in. Maybe some of them are coming in from overseas or from another direction or another part of the country or the globe. But you've got this greedy energy in your life. Like, it's not you. I was told to hold it above you. It's not you. It's people who think they're above you. Friends, family members, bosses, co-workers, these platonic relationships with feminines, they are lazy, but they are hyper obsessive of you, and they are cruel to anybody you bring in that's not them. And to not check this and see this and have noted this from sharing honestly what it's been like in past relationships is going to make you feel stupid. And I'm seeing S sounding names and words because we've got stupidity and single and sharing. So maybe there's a share in, and then we've got 7 of swords. So a lot of S's out here on the table. But these people, these energies are 7 of swords. They are deceiving you. They have been deceiving you. I'm hearing on 7 different accounts, maybe different, not 7 different relationships, but on 7 different accounts, maybe 3 times with one relationship, 1 with a significant relationship, and 3 times with the relationship after that. They have purposefully stepped in the way, manipulated, somebody said something that they didn't say, whatever it is, and have brought like mayhem, death, and destruction. And because of that, like, you maybe started talking to other people. It seemed like you was damn near having an affair, and you were. You might have had a side piece because you thought things were just going down, and maybe that was the old energy you were in. I'm hearing player energy, like you had a mistress, a third party. That's not okay. That's not right. You know that. But because this is old energy that you're needing to check and realize right now, when you are launched out into this new magnetic field and you start looking for the clues and sharing honestly with yourself and making the decisions and start exploring and searching in your hermit mode season, the spiritual enlightenment is there. And that's when the divine timing and right timing will be here. And your 10 of Cups will come in with her. Because why? She is your electronic synchronization match. She has all the data, all the information. She is backing it up. She is so on point with you. Y'all are in sync like digital age. That any controversy that comes y'all's way, she's going to be like, hey bae, hey boo, hey honey bear, hey love bun. Did you notice this? Okay, yeah, you did. Okay. Did you notice this? Okay, yeah, you want to know my opinion about it? Yeah, here's my opinion of this. And do you want to know my opinion about the first part? Okay, yeah. But I don't want to like harp on about this, but did you also notice this as well happen? And yeah, you really want to know what I think about that too? Yeah, here's what I think about that. And then did you notice this and this? And I'm seeing a pattern here, like what's going on? And then you just honestly answer, I really want to see things from your perspective instead of just having my perspective in my head. I noticed these things. Or even if I didn't notice these things, I want to have these things made aware to me that you noticed and picked up on to build my ability to notice and pick up on these things. Because maybe these people are blind spots to me. And I'm open and honest enough with myself. And you don't have to disclose this part in the journaling and the reflecting that I did in my hermit mode and my spiritual enlightenment season, that I really want to be with the star. And you are the star in my life. I'm hearing I actually heard you're the star of my light. Like starlight. And you're so creative. I want you to just keep sharing more with me. And there will be no affairs. Like there will be me cheating on you with these conversations and going back and sharing them. Yeah. snake when I split the deck. Someone has been conditioned to be the snake, to go back and share in the past what private conversations would they have with their significant other. Like, hey, what did they think about us after the barbecue? Or what did they think about us after, leaving the dinner party? And them going back and sharing the truth. Again, lies or half-truths sometimes as well. Going back and sharing these half-truths with the collective of others. Like, yeah, this is what that person actually said. I just got off the phone with them. Like, look, here's a screenshot of my call history. We talked from this time to this time. And girl, it was this long. It was short because they got straight to the point, and this is what they said. And they're going to lie. And that put that poison in everybody, even people who thought that they could give that person a try. And it's just going to ruin the fertility of the relationship. But it doesn't matter, because guess what was left on the table when I got ready to pull the deck up? The key to this whole thing is you. You're realizing who the key people are from this, I'm hearing, storm of a relationship moment. There's a storm that comes at the beginning of this key relationship when you get this core person from your past lifetimes. And the core of the problem are these greedy ass people who have always been deceiving you and wanting you to have an affair in your relationships and be more in relationship with them than you are with the person that you're meant to be with. But you need to do, what does that say at the bottom? Pass. Pass on this being your current energy. Just give a pass on it. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna move forward. Because guess what? It's still here. She misses you so much. And she is so happy, whoever she is, when she gets a chance to meet you, sir. She really is. Let's go ahead and just read into the energy and let's see what comes out, okay? Let's just see. Let's see what comes out. What else could come out in the ring and close this reading out? Thank you so much for everything you said. Whoa, the book. Man, sometimes I want to be like, I asked for a little bit, but I'm not going to deny you the opportunity, because I know that sometimes it's important to be a messenger and say what's meant to be said, not ask for a specific number of cards. So I'm going to say it. Let's look at what came out here. Let's look at what came out here, and then we have a few cards here. So over here, I want to do the first one that I saw come out and just keep them in the way that they are arranged. So we have whistleblower. Yeah, theme with this whole red and brown image color. Whistleblower, betrayal, report, expose, and leak. So this forgotten person, when she comes in, she is going to what they call betray the confidence of conversations that normally happen at the table by talking to you and being honest and frank with you in a post-collective moment everybody got together. And she's going to report back to you exactly on everything she observed. And she's going to expose the little nuances to you because you're open and you're ready to have those conversations with her. And there might be a little leak. You might just say, hey, yeah, I'm not coming around like that much anymore. That's going to be the key to keeping your star. That's the key to your 10 of cups. Your perfect harmony forever moving forward. 10, amazing, moving forward. What do we also have here in this energy? Nothingness. Yeah, it's going to be like nothing to do this. Because you're going to realize and see these things. Yeah, these people are greeting. So guess what? It's nothing. We'll put a depth to this. These relationships are meaningless. It's time to erase them. It's time to forget them. Nothingness. Not only that, we have here depravity. More of this energy. This is great and perfect. You're like, yeah, you're right. Like, these people have been tyrants in my life. And they've been spying on me. Maybe having private group chats about people in the family or people in the friend group that I'm not aware of. I know that definitely happened to me. I noticed as soon as I left college, the friend group, like, we were always talking. I just stopped texting as much in it every day. Because, again, I'm a working professional now. I don't have time to do that. And I'm not the type of person who is going to be texting during work. And then got to the point where accidental mentions of, okay, let's talk in the other group chat like it was really an accident. That was fine. Just deleted all of it. And the numbers of the people. But this misfortune, this seduction that they're trying to do, like, man, you don't want to hang out with us anymore, seduce you into coming. No, I'm good. I ain't missing none. There's no misfortune. Because we have this, and I didn't even realize that these were facing what some will call past energy. But you have, they're talented. They are born with these features, this personality to, like, keep you. I'm hearing, like, pocket watchers. Problem watchers. Like, they watch to see what problems you have in your life. That's what I actually wanted to say the first time, but pocket watchers came up first because watching your money, I know of pocket watchers, but problem watchers, looking to see what problems they cause in your life. Yeah, with your finances. always asking you to help them out, that they're in a bind, like they're not adulting enough is what I'm hearing to have a rainy day account, even if it's just $200, $500 to help themselves out of a situation. They're always depending on you. Yeah, always have money problems is down here with this finances card in the past, and always coming to you, taking what you have worked for, taking your successes and your fortunes and just living and doing life off of that. We also have here pointing to the past, and you have felt like in the past that there's been this loss of control, that it has gotten out of hand, that they have been reckless to a certain degree and derailing you and like speedily just one person off the next, friend, then family member. You got $200, you got $100, you got $50, you got $75, you got $350, you got $400. Can you help me out with $500? Like always, just loss of control as it pertains to you potentially in your money. And then this divine intervention comes in. Whatever that was, this breakup, this ending of this relationship that caused you to pull back your energy, or guess what? You can call this in now. Just call back your energy and say, as of right now, I'm calling it back in, and let them know that something has happened. They ain't got to know the ins and outs in the personal business. You just got a medical report. Again, don't want to speak any negativity over you in that way, but something has come in. Something has come in. And this says, and this is in the past energy, you had a divine intervention with yourself, some serendipity, some spontaneous good that you know is coming in and will come in, this catalyst moment of your good karma. You know you've been doing good, and your good karma has got to come in, because the only one in the upright after all of that is reconciliation, baby. Look at, man, when I tell you the energy here, it be energy flowing, and it's on time, is reconciliation. You are about to reconcile with this forgotten person, this core of who you are, your yin, her yang, your yang, her yin, from past lives, your best boon, ace, boon, coon, old friend. Yeah, y'all are about to repair everything from past lifetimes. Y'all are the cure to each other. Y'all comprehend each other. Y'all put concessions in place where it's supposed to be. You're in this energy because this deception from this Seven of Swords, it's a miracle, honestly. It's a miracle that you have had this moment to explore these feelings with her, because dreams do come true. You are getting exactly what you want from this. And that is to realize this deception that has always been there, and to move forward with the peace and the clarity that you deserve. Yeah, right now, some of you just need a hug, but you careful about who you put your arms around and whose hands you shake, because you're going to get that do just right comfort and care and closeness from her. You know it's coming in, but you're right now like in hermit mode. What also is in the upright is this apple. You know you are wise. You're in your wise dominion. You're putting a depth to things that you should not be engaging in. Your sexuality is waiting and ready and purring and growling to be explored and to just, I heard, expound upon and pounced on. And it's bringing so much joy in, because you, right here, this is the 2 I see in the reverse. You're not going to be silent. You're not going to be silent about the separation. Here's another S for 6 and 7 and stupidity and sharing and single. You're not about to be silent. Nah, you won't keep silent. You're not going to be coerced into keeping silent. You're not hinting at what you are and are not doing anymore. You're going to speak up. Yeah, no, I'm not coming around. Maybe some of you, be wise enough to even ask her, be like, hey, I'm about to tell them they're getting cut off. Do you care if are you interested in me when I let them know? Not that I need to justify anything in my life. I'm not there. I could just cut them off and leave it like that. But if I were to put some type or attach some type of statement to it, would you mind if I just, keep it honest? Or drop a hint. You were disrespected in my presence or outside of my presence, and I'm not getting with it. Anybody who could just pull that type of shit. So I'm out. I'm bouncing from any type of circumstances where that could happen. And nobody else from the table, nobody else from the crew who was around in the vicinity spoke up and said anything too. And I had to hear it from her. You didn't even apologize to her or to me or send a text message this much after the fact. So yeah, no. And then here we go. Another S word, silent and shadow. So I'm seeing a lot of S initials, a lot of S sounding names. The other side, coexist, reverse side. Yeah, this is in the reverse. You completely balancing out your shadow. So let's just look at all these S's, and then I'm going to close this out. We have star. We have swords. Okay. Star, swords, shadow, silence. And I'm just going to start arranging these here like this. 7, stupidity. Yeah, I like this. This is fun. Single. I'm here. Move them around a little bit more. I will. Spy. Sharing. All right, put that sharing at the end. I sure will. I know how to do and listen to the little nudges on the inside. I sure will. Any other S's we have out here? Speeding. Yep. Success. What's the story you're about to tell? And serendipity. Any more arranging? Yep, I heard mix this with this, okay? And I heard mix this with this, okay? And I heard switch these up too. And the rest, you can leave it just like that. All right, let's read the story with these S sounding words, okay? And then we're going to close out. Number 1, you have 7 swords, 7 reasons to move away. And it says deception at this bottom. You have been deceived 7 times, obviously. And it was seducing. It seduced you, seduction. You were so seduced and stupid at the same time. That's why they were able to seduce you, because they saw you as stupid and you played into that energy somehow, some way. Don't take offense to it, because out of being stupid and seemingly feeling the calamity of this deception that came in with these several moments of being, even seeing D-word connections, depraved and deception, you went to the single season. And when you came out of this single season, you are now seeing yourself as you come up out of it, the star. And you're attracted to the star. But you know it's your silent season. It's time for you to just be silent. Don't say certain things. You ain't got to tell people about this new relationship, this new connection. No, because you know how it's been ruined when you opened your mouth on it on a long time ago in the beginning. So I'm even here for some of you. You and this person are on the same page. Nobody needs to know we're in a relationship. Let's fill each other out. Let's get to know each other. Let's do this thing one-on-one. And when we are ready and we have a conversation that we're willing to let the other people in our life who are not us know about this connection, then we won't be silent about it anymore. And we'll be ready though, because I would have been honest to you about how I've been stupid in the past and how I've been seduced in the past and the 7 swords of my past, and you're honest with me. And so we go out there together. And that's when, bam, another moment's going to come out in this new season. 5 more swords. And with these 5 swords that are controversial, you know, you might have some doubts. She might have some doubts. Or it could go, he might have some doubts. Her might have some doubts. But y'all gonna look at y'all shadow side and be like, what parts of my shadow are protecting themselves? That these olive branches of give grace, have some mercy is coming out from the narrative. But you really know this is another opportunity for you to see how somebody is depraving you, of how somebody is deceiving you, and you just don't want to call the light for what it is being shined in on the situation. Yeah, you're going to have to, with this 6 again of Pentacles, share out the truth. Share the truth for how you see it, and then maybe share the truth that you might not want to hear their perspective, but you need to hear it in order to make this work. And in the beginning, it might feel like a loss of control. Like, wow, we are speeding through this whole thing. Like, we just came from our sunny side up season. And now we're speedily talking through and sharing out our shadow sides right after we chose to not be silent. Like, here comes this moment of calamity I'm hearing, of the cruelty of others that we have experienced. But we're creative. Again, I'm seeing S's and D's and C's. So SCD, or, ooh, interesting. Those are my initials, DC. But there's an S somewhere in somebody's life. Somebody with an S, first, middle, last, that they go by, nickname. A D, somewhere first, middle, and last, or a nickname. And a C, first, middle, and last. But y'all are speeding through this. And it only brings success and serendipity. So here are your words. 7 swords. seduction, stupidity. Single, star, silent or silence. Swords, shadow. 6, sharing, maybe 6 key conversations. Speeding, success, and serendipity. It only gets better, fast and better. Now let's go over those D sounding words. Deception, depravity, or to deprave someone. Derailment. D means like coming undone. And then our C sounding words. Cruelty, creativity, coercion, controversy, coexist, and catalyst. So I hope this reading sat well with some of you. I look forward to posting this one, and have a great evening or a sun cycle or noon whenever you find this. Peace, love, and light.